default microphone live cam. Okay. All right. Now you can hear me again. Hooray. Good. Let's see if we can get the game going. I think I figured out what the problem was. Maddie will be so proud of me. Maddie is making hot cocoa and will be joining us shortly.
I need you to come get your hot chocolate, because I made it way too full.
I will come and get it. Dr. Dostax is here.
I'm right here. I made it too full. I tried to fit all the cocoa. Now I gotta go rescue
Okay. Excellent. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I think I figured out what the problem was. How are you guys? Are you warm? Warm and safe? Hopefully all snuggled up somewhere. Maddie made hot cocoa. Whoop. Filled it just a little too full. I think the game might have crashed. No, don't send. Alright. Let's give this another shot. Yeah, I wish I was warm. Unfortunately, in order to play computer games, I have to be close to the front of the house, because that's where our setup is. Enable safe mode. No, just play the game. Wait. Really? Okay. I might have to, like... Fighting the newest battle in the Forever Wars with ants. Yeah, well, it's cold, so they probably, like, come in. So I'm wondering if I have to, like, turn my mods off. Which I really would not like to do. He doesn't ever play it safe, that's true. Let's try turning off the faction armories, because that's always been a fairly unstable one. You can turn off Smith Forever. I think, let's try that. Current version is... Dang, so we might have a problem with getting back into our boy Hawk Wolfblade.
Oh no, did you update?
There was a big update to the game. That presents us with a problem, my friends.
Can you load him? Have you tried that
I
yet?
can't even seem to get into the game.
Oh.
Let's try playing in safe mode, see what happens.
Alright, I brought some napkins.
Yep, immediately crashes.
Oh.
So I think I need to turn off all my mods, but the problem with doing that is that we might not be able to play at Hawk Wolfblade's file without the mods. So let's see what happens. We just turn them all off. Let's actually try and keep that one. Keep Don't Die. Maybe those ones will work. I'm not hopeful. I have lost characters this way to previous updates of this game. This is the nature of us playing on early access. And there's just yep.
Is this the end of Hawk Wolfblade? Tragically slain by
I certainly have to turn off every single one of my mods. That's becoming clearer and clearer to me.
Okay.
And I don't know that I will be able to play as Hawk Wolfblade without the mods. Like, his game files might crash immediately or not even load. But let's see if we can even get into the game. Let's first do that. Alternatively, we could play a different game. No. Just load the game. Yeah, I hope Hawk is not gone forever. But I'm a little worried that Hawk is gone forever.
Yeah.
Also, without my mods on, he can die, so can all my friends when we go down. And I don't like that.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Do you want to start a new friend? Do you want to do a different game?
I don't know that I want to do a different game. We could start a new friend. We could do somebody who isn't dumb. We could explore a different faction, maybe one of the non-European factions. Do people in the chat have thoughts if we can't resurrect our boy? Alright, further than we've gotten yet tonight.
Okay.
Down for whatever. Alright. Let's think. Let's think about this. Try a new location / faction. I would be down to do some Kuzite. I'm always down to rock in the Kuzite lands. Yeah, looks all fine. Alright, moment of truth. Hawk is reckless. Can he be saved?
Can he renegade his way out of this? I think yes.
And we gotta try. If he continues to work, I'm willing to keep trying with this save file, but we might be doomed. If I had better like computer foo, I suppose I could try to go back to like the previous mode of the game, 1.5.6.
The fact that the little running guy is not moving. Oh, a little bit of movement.
Oh, I heard a sound. Oh, our boy. Okay. So new rules. Now I don't have my mods. I can't smith forever. And people can die, and I don't get to play as anybody else when I go down. So the game just became a lot more punishing. We're at war with the Southern Empire.
Hawk! He's here!
He's
he
here.
lives.
He's here, and he's real. It's the one from my dreams.
Hawk doesn't have to pay taxes now, does he? I mean, he still doesn't have to pay taxes, so I think the game is continuing on.
That's still the case.
You might want to move the face cam window to a different corner, because that's the corner that,
my health bar is.
Yeah.
I think we had settled on here before?
Yeah, that's fine. I was doing top right, I think, but doesn't matter. Odien.
Codes loopholes because of mods. Mods are like taxes. Yep. Hawk Wolfblade don't blank no blank. Yes, exactly. And like he is the code of the game is trying to bend him to its will, but he is rebelling against it.
Like a true renegade.
Apparently there are 3 friends of mine with level ups to do. Lath the engineer. Apparently, they must have reworked the engineering skills. Cool. So scaffolds, non-range siege weapons, build speed is faster, range siege. Yep, range siege weapons. 10% more hit points in missions as well. Settlement provides 1 extra catapult at the beginning of the siege. That's kind of neat. More health or less likely to be hit. I feel like less likely to be hit is better. That's a difficult choice.
So be hit less or
be sturdier.
sturdier.
It's more be hit less. Let's just go with it. Rams and towers got more hit points. Ranged troops have more ammunition when besieging. I think I'd rather have that. Alright. So let's look at Hawk Wolfblade's army. It's been a minute. I'll shake off any hits. It's I'm not looking forward to my friends dying.
Well, if you just play the game good, they won't die.
I mean, you say that.
I do say that. I'm the one who made you do so many exercises last week because I died so much.
That's true.
So we were going to return to our good friend Hawk Wolfblade on Monday.
Yeah.
But for
some shit happened.
The fire alarm in our building was sounding for 3 hours. There was no fire. Someone just pulled the alarm.
Yep.
Broke the glass. Did the thing. So yeah, it's been a week.
Yeah.
In this building.
Literally every day of this week there has been something wrong or left not fixed that was wrong before. Actually, for the last 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, because their front door was broken. They wouldn't come fix it. So anyway...
We're not going to go into all of the details.
So new plan is Hawk Wolfblade and Bannerlord tonight.
Yep.
Darkest Dungeon on Monday, and back to the Cat Cafe in Calico next Saturday?
Yes, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Ooh, it looks like one of my friends is besieging the city. Let's go see if I can maybe help them take it. Ooh, that's a big old army. I'm going to be a drop in the bucket. But I'll still help. Maybe chase off any other armies that come to mess with us. Yeah, it's been a week. Here, I don't want to...
Oh, sorry.
That's villagers. That's a caravan, yeah. Hawk Wolfblade don't do crimes. He doesn't chase villagers or caravans. He only goes after enemy lords. Oh, they're doing the fight.
They're doing the thing.
Help his army.
Yeah.
The application has faced a problem. Okay, so guys, I think this means that we can't play Hawk Wolfblade anymore.
Alright, well, let's give it another shot.
Like, first fight immediately crashes before it can even start loading. I think Hawk might be dead. Alright, well in that case, let's make a new friend. Who will fight against taxes and bandits and taxes?
Okay.
I don't know any way to fix it.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
we still have Warband installed.
We do still have
that.
Warband installed. We could play Warband. I could show you guys some of the other... are any of the mods... What just happened? What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Bannerlord. Bannerlord, you just told me you crashed. Did I click on to start the game? I don't think I did. The launcher should have opened up, if anything. Odin, you are not allowed to have any of this cream. I am sorry that I am such a wicked and cruel father. But this is the truth. It has chocolate in it and will kill you.
Oh, my boy. Can you scooch over just a little bit?
Yes. I actually realize I'm way over to the right of where I need to be.
There you go. Oh, no, you went too far.
Oh.
I want your whole face in the frame.
No worries.
We're gonna have to pick up dinner. Yep, we will hopefully be going on something by the time you get back. Do we want to try to load our boy?
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
I think it's just gonna crash again and burn through more of our stream time.
Okay.
Farewell, Hawk Wolfblade.
You were.
He's riding off into the sunset somewhere.
Oh yeah, no.
Leaving a baffled town somewhat grateful but perplexed behind him.
Yeah. Some say he is still riding to this day.
Yup. Is it a horse? Is it a motorcycle? You don't know.
It's a horse named Harley.
Yes.
Alright. So let's make a new friend.
New friend. No mods on this one.
New friend who could die.
New update vanilla. Well, I can actually just turn off death. It just means there's no birth.
That's weird.
I turned birth and death on, and then turned the mod on so that my people wouldn't die because I am full of shit and wanted the best of both worlds.
I see.
Not that I want to necessarily be able to kill enemies.
It would make sense to turn birth off if you turn death off, but births don't happen very often. You're not gonna just like overpopulate the map.
They are fairly rare. Alright, so who are we thinking, guys? I'm leaning towards, because I think they're two of the cooler factions to showcase. Vlandians are medieval Europe. Yes, fine. Very nice. We were doing that with Hawk. Sturgians are Vikings. Cool. Excellent. A little bit of like Slavic and perhaps Russian influences as well. Holy Roman Empire, or not Holy Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire.
Okay.
Celts plus maybe also other pagans, question mark, mostly Celts. So like 4 flavors of white people.
Yes, there are 4 flavors of white people in this game.
Who are we thinking? The Aserai are kind of like Moorish / Arabic, kind of North African Arabic, maybe a little bit of Persian influences as well. The Kuzites are like Turkic and Mongolian nomad culture.
Yeah.
So Dr. Dostax, who would you like to see a little bit more showcased?
I mean, if you're gonna do Kuzites, you're gonna have to do horse archery. How do you feel about horse archery?
I like horse archery. It's fun.
Okay.
Aserai, I mean, I can do a horse archery with Aserai too, but yeah, let's start with that. So who do we want to play as for the Aserai?
I mean, we could randomly generate a friend.
We could
I could try to make you a handsome boy.
You could try to make me a handsome boy. We could do like Jasmine. I'm a big fan of Jasmine as a character. She's a character of ours. We could make up a new character.
We could also make up a new character. Not this guy, though.
Not this man.
I don't like him.
Let's play a lady. Hawk Wolfblade was pretty aggressively masculine. So let's balance it out a little bit.
Okay. Let's do a lady.
Let's do a little darker skinned lady.
Do you want to do?
I think like this.
Okay.
Maybe.
I can't hear the voices, so I know that they're fantastic though.
Alright, I guess we're doing one.
Okay.
Let's get the hair on fleek first off.
Oh, okay,
Do we wanna give her a fro? Do we wanna give her braids maybe? First off,
cool.
it should be black
or
dark brown.
Yeah.
And they don't have super rich black hair.
A lot of games don't.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So we got that one. We got these, but
I feel like I'm not getting the sort of like Viking braids vibe from her. The fro I'm kind of into.
Let's do a little fro.
Little fro? Okay.
Little fro. Cute fro. Would you like to make me a beautiful lady?
I will make you a lady.
Maddie is much better at character creation than I am.
Alright. So while I'm doing this, you should think of a backstory for this person.
Yeah, so Hawk Wolfblade I played as kind of just the generic fighty boy.
She could be sort of medium tall. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm not doing my no pole arms run.
Oh we're gonna do pole arms.
I'm doing swingy pole arms as soon as I can find a swingy pole arm because I have had a week and I want to feel powerful and destructive.
Okay.
Probably also gonna do either thrown weapons or bow. Let's do bow.
Okay, swinging pole arm and bow.
Yeah. So if she's got that kind of training, I'm imagining she's either like a renowned traveler, perhaps. She could be like a lady version of Ibn Battuta.
Well, that would be cool.
If you don't know who Ibn Battuta is, he is a very famous Muslim scholar and traveler who basically started off in, I believe, Morocco. Might
that
be
sounds
wrong.
right.
I'm pretty sure it's Morocco. He started off in Morocco and then decided I'm going to go on pilgrimage to Mecca. And this is in the 1200s, I want to say. Late 1200s is my best guess. Man, I really should memorize dates better, but it's the least fun part of history.
See, I was a literature major, so dates are just sort of eh.
Yeah. And Ibn Battuta, in this one trip to Mecca, ended up turning it into like a 30-year-long voyage around all over the world. And basically what he did was everywhere he went, he was a learned, scholarly man, well-versed in like the Muslim legal tradition, and local rulers needed magistrates and stuff. And so he would sell his services as a magistrate or a tax official or whatever. Sometimes even a soldier. I think he fought in a couple of wars. And he would live in a place for a while, marry a lady, be married to her for a while, divorce her, and then move on to some other place. Like he went to sub-Saharan Africa. He went to Egypt. He went to Mecca.
These eyebrows. Maybe this one.
He went to India. He went to several islands in Southeast Asia, several of the island nations in Southeast Asia. He went to the court of the Khans in China. He, I'm pretty sure he visited Muslim Spain, but don't quote me on that. Like he saw the whole Muslim world, and then he wrote about it in a really excellent book.
Which I have on the shelf back there.
Now, he did lie sometimes.
Well, most people did.
But that's just, yeah.
Okay, so I feel like she's kind of, like, cool and savvy and, like...
I just spilt some cream on
my
sweater. Hey, at least it's the outside of this jacket, though. Unfortunately, you did just do all of the laundry.
I did just do all of the laundry. So it is done.
This is gonna have to...
Let's do, like, moderate monolith. I think she is maybe... He's intently watching your mug. Yes. Yes, he is.
I'm going to take our mugs away while you work on this.
All right.
So I think she's like a traveler and diplomat, kind of like Jasmine.
Okay. Jasmine is the protagonist of my first book, so... Wait, what am I... I'm not doing nose right now. I'm doing eyes. She looks pretty good. Alright. Eye outer height. Kind of like that. Eye inner height. That. I don't know. I kind of do this by just kind of how I feel. Let's do super dark eyes. That looks cool. Alright, now we can do nose. I kind of like this sort of slope she's got going. I'm definitely going to keep the tip low. Move it out just a little bit. Maybe do a little bit wider.
I'm imagining she's got like extensive contacts with the Kuzites.
Yes. She's got lots of friends.
So I'm probably going to bounce between both places for a decent amount of this.
She could get married. married.
She could get married.
She doesn't have too much backstory. She's got a lot of backstory. She has seen a lot of cool and sometimes frightening things. But I think she could get married. Like that. There we go. I'm giving her a nose with character.
Yeah.
I don't really know what nose definition does. Our graphics are probably not high enough for that.
I have it set pretty high. At least for, like, the character. Characters and armors and stuff.
Okay. Oh yes, we get to do the teeth. Let's do teeth too.
So what's the name?
I'm thinking.
Yeah. I've always liked Aysun.
Aysun is Turkish.
That's true.
Are we going for? I don't think we're going for.
No,
a Turkish
she's
vibe
either
for her.
she's either Arabic or North African.
Yeah. It would be Arab. Arabic is the language. Arab
yeah.
is the ethnic group.
Yes.
Oh, I've managed to give her a little bit of an underbite. There we go.
There you go.
She's adorable.
She is adorable.
I love her.
She's going to be a terror of the dunes.
Yes, I feel like she's like
bandits
super good at fighting, but is also super friendly.
Yeah.
And like
It's a high social, high combat.
Yeah. And it's just like,
is she perhaps like a more on the warrior side of things? Is she like a traveling mercenary perhaps?
she could be.
Like she's perhaps served many khans and kings and sultans.
Yeah, we should maybe make her like a little older for
Okay.
how much backstory she's got.
We could give her a scar.
Oh, we could give her a scar. But like a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got just a little bit of an underbite, and I'm not sure what I did to make that a thing. Is it chin less forward? There we go. I think I fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is cute as a button.
I sometimes ask myself, like, do I create female characters specifically so that they'll appeal to me? All right, that's giving her a little bit more weathering.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I remembered that, like, straight male authors do that just all the time.
Yeah, constantly, and it's gross.
All right, I think this is the better black. All right, let's look at... Yep.
It's always like a 40 or 50-something-year-old man with a 20 or 30-something-year-old woman.
Yeah. All right. How do we like her face? I
like
love
it.
her.
I think she's great.
So we've got some options here. We have face paint, we have makeup, and we have scars.
Well, makeup could be cool.
Makeup could be cool. I mean...
That's very cool.
I don't know if this is her though.
Definitely not the
the white
makeup.
face. I can't deselect. Here we go. I feel like a more natural look.
Let's give her a scar. I don't think she
give her a
does
scar.
face paint.
Okay.
I feel like face paint isn't her thing.
So that one's kind of cool. I don't really want to take one of her eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do the anime scar.
Anime scar across the nose.
This is the attacked by a beast. She's super chill about it, though. So there's this one. That one's got a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to do the eye. Here's this little one.
That's not bad.
This is kind of just a little accent. There's a little bit more. There's that. That one just missed the eye. So I'm kind of like thinking one of these two.
Yeah. I'm into that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we good to go next?
I think so. So now I gotta do her backstory
Yes.
with her family.
They auto-generate the parents, and they're bad.
Yep.
they're very bad.
They're very terrible. So this is where we got to make a decision. So kinsfolk
Okay.
of an Emir means like I'm noble caste, but not necessarily a land holder myself. Warrior slaves, like historically, that would have been like gulams or Mamelukes.
I'm feeling like Bedouin, but that's just me.
So Bedouin, scouting and bow, extra cunning. I feel like that works. So
Well, you
part of a
wanna do-
nomadic clan, crisscrossing wastes between wadi beds and and wells to feed their herds of goats and camels on the scraggly scrubs of the Nahasa. I like this.
Okay.
I also think my dad looks really rad, and my mom too. This is
Okay.
great.
Okay, good. And then they auto-generate a child who looks.
Yes.
This is
A
honestly
little
the
bit like you.
least upsetting
It's probably 'cause
child.
she's got her head proportions are being obscured by.
But when we did Hog Wolfblade as a child, he was very upsetting to look at.
Skilled horses is a solid option.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Way with people gives me a bunch of social, gives me leadership and charm and social. Let's go with way with people. I feel like that's the story we're creating
Okay.
so far. She's a charismatic leader type.
Mm-hmm.
Herded sheep, hunted small game gives me bow. Bow is going to be probably one of my more important things. Trained with the cavalry gives me polearm and riding, which I want. I think that kind of keeps me going in the right direction.
Okay.
And then defeated an enemy in battle. I'm not going to use swords. I'm going to use polearms and bows.
Okay.
Invested in some land. Hunted a dangerous animal as crossbow.
Polearm and crossbow though.
Escapade in town gives me athletics and roguery. Or treated people well. I feel like treated people well.
Okay.
It gives me steward, which is very crucial.
Okay.
And then to finish it off, I drove them off with arrows, because I'm hoping that they give me a bow to start with. Thank you. Alright. I think we've got our
Is
lady.
that your brother?
Yes.
He looks nothing like you.
Alright, do we want to maybe rando some
Sure,
names?
let's roll some names. Galaza. I don't hate it. Sabila. Zahara.
I kind of like Zahara. What are we thinking? Is this lady Zahara?
I think of the ones we've done, that's the best. Siafan, not bad. Sulatha, Kalisa, Zuwaira, Kanizat.
Daria, Rua, Neka, Yasmila. I like Yasmila. Let's do. What was it?
Zahara, like the Sahara Desert, but with a Z. Okay.
Alright. I'm into it.
All right.
Character created. Let's do regular easiness except for recruitment difficulty. Easy mat movement speed. We'll do veteran combat AI difficulty. Disable birth and death.
Do we want her to get married and have babies? Or is she not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know this character. We're gonna learn about
Right,
her
we're
as
gonna
we
learn about
play.
her as we go.
I feel like I don't want my people to die.
Okay.
Like, I've got baby brothers and sisters.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I don't want them to die.
No. Okay. So, this is Zahara. She is way better than Hawk Wolfblade in every way.
She is a much cooler character. Maybe she knows Hawk Wolfblade.
I feel like
she met him at one point.
They've met on their respective ramblings, and he, like, gave her his spiel about how he has too much backstory, and she was like, that's nice.
That's nice, buddy. Alright. Skip tutorial. Skip tutorial. I do not need tutorial.
His face is like, are you sure?
I will see you later, older brother, when I have gained enough renown that we can progress the plot.
Okay. Oh, now you get to pick your
flag,
your
yes.
flag.
Ooh.
Okay.
Family name? Or clan name?
Clan name.
So, like, we've established that she's sort of... I'm imagining she's kind of like, there's this, one historical person, I can't remember his name. He was a mercenary prince sort of guy from Italy, and he had only one eye. And he was, like, famously righteous and never broke his word.
Oh, is he the guy who almost got killed in the Siege of Constantinople? In that one documentary that we watched?
Maybe? No.
It was a different guy?
Different guy. And he, built a small little enclave that helped to birth the Renaissance of his hometown.
Gotcha.
Kind of before that was a thing. Like, he got super into gathering knowledgeable people and, building libraries and stuff.
Okay.
And so he would, go around fighting in wars in Italy on behalf of other bigger, more powerful city-states, and because he was such a renowned warrior and so very good at fighting, he could command a huge markup. On top of that, he never once broke his word, which every other mercenary company constantly did. You always just went for whoever paid you more. And because of that, he could demand that they paid him even more. So he got huge amounts of money, and he just dumped it into the humanities in his hometown.
I mean, he sounds really cool, but I have no idea what his name is.
I can't remember his fucking name either. There's an extra history series on it.
Okay,
I'll look it up later.
Let's decide on a family name.
Dr. Dostax, do you have any ideas or suggestions that you'd like to put in for family name?
We can...
Zahara. I wish I had
it could be
option.
like a noun.
Yeah.
We could do silly name word.
We could do silly name word. I like silly name word. That's a fun way to do things.
So, you need kind of a compound noun.
The Sandstriders.
Sandstriders isn't bad.
The Desert Winds.
The Desert Winds. Isn't that a thing in this game already?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Her family name could be Shai-Hulud.
Oh, I like that.
If we didn't already have enough of a Dune vibe. Okay. So we need, a snake, right?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely a snake.
Absolutely some kind... Well, I mean, there's up, right? There's that one.
That's I
pretty
used that
good.
for Boudica, I think.
Yeah.
But it's a very good
it's
one.
Very good.
We could do, that. Or gold. I mean, black and gold is kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
Do the red.
Red and gold looks pretty good. So if you join the Asteroid, are you gonna join the Asteroid? What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet. For now, probably murder bandits and win tournaments where I can.
Yeah. Okay.
Gain renown.
Do we want to do that dragon, or
we could do that? We could do this one.
Snake. Okay.
I kind of like this one.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just see all our options.
We also got the scorpion.
Yeah. There's some fish.
Some quiche. Various weapons.
Oh, Shai-Hulud is the name for the sandworms in Dune.
So we're just being silly.
Yeah.
We could do like...
Do like some moons.
Some moons.
Maybe. That one's too
Not
like
laurels,
Roman.
that's Roman.
Okay, let's do the snake.
I'm snake. I'm a snake. I bite you. There we go. All right, we are playing the game. 45 minutes in.
Awesome. All right. Let's go do something.
Let's get out of this white people territory. First, I gotta hire some soldiers. Because I will absolutely get dunked on by bandits. Let me see actually what my inventory is. Do I have a bow?
Yeah, you could go hang out with the Kuzites.
Got a sword, a spear, and a shield. Spear and the shield is going to be useful. I'm not going to really use the sword. You could go hang out with the Kuzites. Could go hang out with the Aserai. Recruit troops. Ooh. That's a different model for the Imperial recruit. Is it still the same more? Yeah, it's still the same.
Look at this sweet boy.
The sweet boy with his beard. Alright, this looks like the same equipment I'm used to seeing on them.
And gold looks dope.
Alright. Let's hire some Imperials. I don't intend to have Imperials as a mainstay of my army. My army is going to probably be Kuzite Aserai mix. Aserai for archers, Kuzites for infantry and lancers. Horse archers. Along with the Aserai Cav. The Aserai Cav is some of my favorite units in the whole game.
There's a bit of a delay. What's our upload looking like?
Not amazing.
Not amazing. Is your phone off the...
It's not.
Okay. I'm gonna go just do that for you.
Alright, 15. That should be enough for me to deal with any bandits that I face along the way.
I'm just gonna put you on data.
Off we go to the Aserai lands.
Okay. Hopefully that should move our upload along.
I think I'm going to try and hunt desert bandits if I can. I'm going to need to buy horses and stuff, but they'll be cheaper in Aserai lands and Kuzite lands.
Okay, so we're looking for bandits.
Looking for bandits. We're looking for adventure and fun.
We're looking for crime.
We're looking for crime. 15 bandits is a good get for us.
17. You're
17,
15.
yes. Still a good get. I'll take out like 7. My men will overwhelm the rest.
Still not great.
Yeah. But we're finally getting action. Alright, infantry charge. Oh man, I am on a sumpter horse. I am not moving with purpose. This horse is giving her all she's got. Ooh. Oh, come on. I'm trying to stay far enough away from them that they can't hit me. I feel like... Oh, there we go. With the spear, I should be able to. Alright, they're running away, so we can hunt them down at will. You fools. Do you not know who I am? So religion isn't a thing in this game.
They do, like, mention it occasionally.
They talk about God and hell sometimes. They say those words, but, like, there is no indication of if it's, like, any one religion or any other religion.
If anyone follows a different religion from one another.
Nope.
What happened?
So, if we were to pick a faith for this character, what do we think it would be?
I feel like pre-Islamic paganism.
I'm down for that.
I know absolutely nothing about it.
Every single one of my guys leveled up. All right.
You did a good job.
Just half archers, half infantry for now. Go team. Some loot. Can actually probably outfit myself with some of those pieces.
Cool. There's 6 dudes in a stack.
Those are the guys who escaped from me.
Ah.
Alright. Bow control, reduce accuracy penalty from moving 30%. That's probably going to be necessary. Headshot damage. I mean, I'd love
really
to get
like
that,
her
but I need
robe.
to get my accuracy up. Yes, that is her civilian clothes right now.
I think you should keep it.
Pop this other one into pole arm for now, just so that I'm moving that towards leveling up. Not going to chase those guys. I want to get into Aserai territory. Get me some Aserai troops, and maybe do a Terminant. Just look at the Aserai troop tree, see if they've tweaked that at all. Already, why are they coming in so ready to go? I mean, I'm not complaining. So the Aserai troops are interesting. I want to love their infantry because they kind of combine all the things I like, but unfortunately they have, for being this top tier of infantry, just terrible helmets. Just really not very good compared to other this tier infantry. I mean, maybe some other ones. But, yeah. Whereas, for being archers, these guys have the same helmet, but that's way better for an archer to have. And they're, like, arguably the second best archer unit in the game. So I'm going to go for them. And then they have the Aserai Mameluke Palace Guard, who are extremely dope and have big ol' curved axes. And Aserai Mameluke Heavy Cavalry, who are on par with the Kuzite's best horse archers, especially because they carry shields and swords.
Oh, we're back in the green.
So
Sorry, I'm paying attention to our upload.
So I think I'm gonna go for 2 tribesmen to continue going for archers, and then 1 Mameluke soldier.
Okay. And you got an Imperial archer just sort of hanging out.
Few Imperial archers, just because that's who I had access to. What do you need? Draft animals. Can't help you, man. I actually have 1 food left for all 20 of my men. I probably need to go and buy some. Holzenfuk. There's a raid happening outside of it.
Those helmets make me think of Hershey's Kisses. They do.
They do. But consider the shape. It would actually make it so that a straight dead-on hit that would normally like cave in a flat or less pointed helmet will glance off.
Sure, but they also look like Hershey's Kisses.
They also do look like Hershey's Kisses. That is accurate. All right, so here we are at our first tournament. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on these tattered gloves.
Tournament. Okay, you gotta be best at tournaments.
Sell all that
You're
stuff.
like the unknown competitor who comes out of nowhere.
Buy a little bitty bit of food. I'm gonna save because I'm cheap. And I want to win.
You just gotta play it good like a game should.
Alright, prize of Southern Throwing Axe. That doesn't help me, but I'll fucking sell it. It'll make me money. If I can win.
Oh yeah, you don't have the smithing buff. The smithing
Forever
mod,
perk.
yeah. So,
All
it'll
right.
be a slow road to
I am Sword and Shield. I don't love that, but I don't hate it. I would prefer if I had been on one of the horses. I'm just gonna try and protect my archer.
Oh, we can go pick off some of their foot guys, maybe.
I'm just worried that if I do, I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna get blindsided by a man on a horse with a lance or a javelin and get one shot. I'll Give me... Now I have the javelin. Look at me now!
You have 1 javelin.
Look at me now!
There's a yellow guy on the ground over there. Probably not for long.
Alright, alright. I'm gonna get him. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Please don't with the projectiles. Aw. Ha. Don't. Give.
Okay. What?
There was a riderless horse, I'd be so happy. But no such luck. Oh no, don't stab the riderless horse. Oh!
Was that your 1?
Right in the neck! I have 1 more.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have actually 1 more after that.
I'm trying to figure out what... Oh, no.
Alright. Give horse.
We may have to run some tests this week to figure out why our upload is so slow.
There
it's been
we
bad
go.
For a little while.
The best at tournaments.
Okay, Perrin Barrel Chest.
I can win
Where we
this
at?
a 1v1.
So Hawk Wolfblade has ridden off into the sunset.
Yeah, because of an update to the game, making his files unplayable.
Yeah, so we have made a new friend. Her name is Zahara, and her clan name is Shai-Hulud.
She is incredibly cool.
She is very cool. She's way cooler than Hawk Wolfblade. But we're still working on a backstory and a sort of prevailing motivation.
So I'm fighting now the top tier infantry of the Aserai, which means I need to hit him on the head. Oh. Got him. Alright, now I'm going to be fighting against a named lord.
Tariq.
And he has a good helmet.
Tariq.
So I might...
Prepare your death!
I might be fucked.
I believe you just have to not hit him in the helmet.
I have to not ever get hit even once.
Okay.
Oh! Yes!
Yes!
The best at tournaments.
You didn't even have to save scum. Look at you.
Didn't even have to save scum. Earned $1,000. Can buy myself a piece of armor. Maybe sell those throwing axes. See, Peter, this is why you gotta fucking boff with me and Spidey at some point. You gotta sword fight with us, because it is the most fun, dope shit ever, and it doesn't hurt very bad. It's like any amount of pain that you might experience from wrestling will outdo the pain from boffing. I will tell you that.
Well, you know, if the pandemic is ever over.
If the pandemic ever ends and this nightmare that we are all subjected to ever ceases. Step horse or desert horse? Desert horse is faster. It dies
I feel like
more.
she is more of a fast horse kind of person.
I think you're right. I'm going to sell my axe because it's terrible. I'm going to sell my small flat heater shield. Please have... No, they don't have an Eastern Pole sword. Damn. Curses. The pox on your house. I'll sell the Iron Fleece. Give me a bow at least. Nothing? You give me nothing? They don't even have a bow? Alright, well I can buy barbed arrows.
This is a fine video game.
This is a fine video game. This is a garbage town. I'm still gonna earn a bunch of money, so let's give myself a well, I can do this, which is just a better hat and headscarf combo.
Oh, I like it.
I could not do that and get actually a helmet.
Oh yeah, we'll put the hat in your town.
My town garb
outfit, yeah.
All right.
It's like our upload monitor is afraid, and when I look at it,
It goes
turns
down.
red.
Can I get improved torso armor? I really can't. A padded long robe is the best they got. All right, that's fine. I got 2 sets of arrows and a helmet. And if there is any lesson I will tell you about if you go back in time and have to do like medieval warfare or combat, it is wear.
And you never know when that might happen.
It is wear a helmet. Okay. She looks fairly cool. She needs a bow.
She's about, yes.
Alright, any quests in this town before I leave? You have a quest. Game meter leads weapons. I don't know if I said all those consonants correctly. No, I don't do crimes.
Okay, so no crimes.
I feel like no crimes.
No crimes.
I feel like she's pretty savage to people who she thinks are bad.
Okay.
Like bandits.
Okay, so no.
And like wicked lords, like this guy raiding a village, she would have an issue with, I think.
Okay.
This guy too, but she's clearly not strong enough to do anything about that right now, so she continues traveling. But can look around for more quests and things. Go to the next town. Or should I maybe go up to Kuzite Land? I think let's do a tour of Asarai first, and then we'll see where we're at.
Okay.
Train troops. That is the most annoying quest that exists in this game. No thank you.
Hey, remember when we used to go to the Renaissance Fair?
Yes, and it was great.
Forever ago.
And it was fun and wonderful, and everyone had a good time. Suruk's army. Can I... you're moving too fast. I don't have enough horses. Or money. What do you want? Family feud. Nah, that's a pretty annoying quest, too.
Well, that's the one where, like, the guy accidentally killed someone, and then they want, like, vengeance.
In and out, you want me to go steal something for you? No, thank you. Terminant, though. Terminant I will do. Escort merchant caravan I will also do.
Okay.
Arena. Southern heavy mace. Well, I can certainly sell it. I can also break it down, but I don't know if I'm going to do smithing. That might be, like, since I'm doing swingy pole arms, I might make that my rule, is like I can't cheese money out of the system by smithing.
You can't make javelins?
No,
I miss the outside, right? Like... I miss it not being frozen all the time also, is another thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, horse. I was aiming for the boy, not you.
I was looking through all the pictures on my phone.
Oh, there we go.
Trying to find a good cat picture for today, and I went all the way back to, like, when I was wearing shorts, and I was like, that's never been a thing.
Oh, no. Alright.
Get him.
Nope.
Oh.
Hit his shield. It is a conceit of this game that shields will stop javelins and arrows and stuff
Pretty effectively.
pretty effectively, to the point where, like, they kind of magnet their way to the shield, even if what you're aiming at is not quite the shield. Don't stab my horse.
If I ever get transported back in time to, like, the Iron Age, I will put a really strong magnet in my shield. And since everything's iron, it should stick right on it.
Yeah. Wouldn't work in the Bronze Age. Bronze is non-magnetic, right?
What's in it?
Copper and tin.
Then no. Things that stick to magnets are iron, nickel, and cobalt.
Yes.
Don't ask me why I remember that from elementary school.
I didn't. And I'm a teacher.
Yeah, you're no science teacher, though.
That's true.
Your brain quite wisely decided to delete that information for, like, useful stuff. Mine did not.
Alright, me versus Asarai Militia Spearman. Who's gonna come away with the win? I probably shouldn't do Hawk Wolfblade voice for this
No,
lady.
don't do Hawk Wolfblade voice. Hawk Wolfblade will ride again, but probably
Cool.
not in Bannerlord.
Sat that boy down. That was a Chiquita Dave-esque.
Just souped up
Shunt him out of the
Elder
frame.
Scrolls. I love Oblivion because the fighting animations are very gentle and like soft, so you just like if your strength is turned up to 100, you just gently brush people out of the frame.
I know your weakness. It is that your helmet is not up to snuff with the rest of your frankly incredible other gear.
Woo! I am unhappy with how much cold air is coming through this wall on the floor.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. That's why I'm sitting with my feet on top
Oh,
of
do you want a blanket? I could get us blankets.
Nah, it's okay. Oh wait, no, I'm not doing smithing. I meant to click trade.
Ah.
Suppose I could smelt it, but like I guarantee you I'm gonna get more money selling it than I am gonna do smelting it. So trade.
Zahara Beast. She is fantastic, and I love her. Alright, let's go find some bandits to beat up.
Give me a bow. Yes, step bow. That's what I'm talking about. Better armor. I could do shoulders. I'd like to get her a better torso. That's superior. Padded cloth. That's more money than I've got. I'll still make a profit if I buy this armor.
Ooh. Oh, that looks really cool.
It does look fairly cool. It is not actual armor as far as I'm aware.
The rings.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen like manuscripts with images like that. I don't think that's the type of armor that actually exists, but I might be wrong.
Oh, but still, the vest looks very cool, and I also like her hat for the town outfit. That's a very Turkish hat.
Sell that. So now I'm getting 300. A step horse is that much? Really? What else could I get? Get the little mini cape. Just for looks. Doesn't really help much. Do you have an Eastern Pole sword? You don't have Jack. Man.
Yeah, this is clearly a farming town.
This is a city.
Oh, really?
This is Razzie, yeah.
It's a really big city.
It's not a huge city or anything, but it's a city. Man, you ain't got Jack. You got cheap grain. Let's buy some more of that. Fish is cheap here. Dates are cheap. Butter's cheap.
Don't know what you can make out of that, but...
Okay. I've got 1,600 money. Let's continue heading... Oh no, I was going to do the escort merchant caravan.
Where is Viking? The Vikings are way far north of
Way
here.
up
We're
north.
probably not going to see them today.
If you wanted me to, I could go up to where the Vikings are. I'll escort the caravan myself. Don't you worry. Zahara is on the job, and she is... Looters already after the caravan. Get them.
They were just looking for that tasty nugget.
Alright.
Okay.
Infantry.
Alright.
Archers.
Oh, now you've got, like, some categories. You're moving
Yeah.
up in the world very quickly.
And I have a bow.
Okay. Let's get these guys
I'm not good enough at horse archery to actually ride and shoot at the same time.
Oh, these guys are dressed...
There's a little...
Uh-oh.
There's something happening. There's a... That's... I'm gonna have to call that an issue.
So we got some rogue textures.
Yeah.
Alright, don't get distracted by the rogue textures. Harry Potter. What?
This poor guy. It's taken 3 arrows to kill. There we go. Oh. Oh. Just put him out of his misery. Arrows to the butt. Come on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to aim for center mass with what's going on with him. Okay.
Alright.
I don't miss the dumb pants of the like European bandits.
Alright, so Bedouin Rovers can become Aserai Ferris. And Aserai Ferris are some of my favorite units in the game.
Okay.
They are these incredibly powerful Lancer Javcav.
Okay,
so they'll
but
like
have they
ride up
been-
to you and like throw a javelin through 2 guys practically. And then
Okay.
lance you.
However, we just had a big update, and I'm worried about declaring one unit to be super good
That's
based on past
true.
experience.
That's true.
I
Get some
hope
more
that they're still
trained
good.
infantry. I mean, their gear looks more or less the same.
Okay.
Like, they've still got the stitched leather over mail.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the heaviest armored cav, but they're some of the fastest cav, and that speed translates into hitting really hard. But these guys, I have to have... They stop at Harami if I don't have the talent to turn bandits
Right.
into. But
yeah.
Harami are also pretty damn good, is the thing. Like, they have Jarids, which are the best javelins, that, other than ones you can make. Fine Steel Leaf Spear is good. Yeah, you know what? We'll do some bandit rehab.
You can do bandit rehab.
Can do bandit rehab with.
I feel like Zahara is the kind of
Zahara.
person who, like, she punched me in the face once, it changed my life.
Yep. No improvements for me, but that's okay. Still loot to sell. Alright, caravan.
Alright. Where are you going with them?
I don't know, and they're moving much faster than me.
Oh no.
Do you guys have anything I can buy that I want? 105 for a single unit of cheese. No, thank you.
Apparently cows don't live here. Or any other kind of milk-producing animal.
Well, it's a salt-producing village.
Ah.
Stop moving so fast, caravan. I don't have any horses.
Oh no, where are they? Okay, there they are. Where are you going with them? Or you just gotta follow
I
them
just
around
gotta
for a
follow
while?
them. I don't know where
Are they
they're
going to Wolf?
Looters.
Get them. Okay. Okay.
Gotta save them again.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's good for me. It means I'm getting XP in combat, and my soldiers are getting better.
Okay, so let's hope for...
Hope for less glitch.
Yeah.
Shot to the thigh that finally killed that dude.
Got a lot of important arteries down there.
Oh, in the neck.
As we remember from the time that Spidey shot the sand person.
Oh, yes.
And you turned to me and you said, what do you think is going to happen if he shoots the Tatooine sand person in the dick? And I said, blood, lots of blood.
Oh, come on. I, like, shot that right over. Oh, God.
Oh, he lost a bit. Okay, goodbye. That was less than a minute.
Wasn't many guys.
Okay.
Upgrade a couple of archers. Don't want looters.
No.
They stay horrible until you get that talent.
Okay.
You can't even make them into something moderately useful to stay as until you get the talent.
All right. There's one guy who got away who's just running. Okay.
Where are you going? To Casita. Okay.
Okay. You're almost there.
Oh, that's a lot of desert. You know what? Fuck you. I'll take you on, Desert Bandits. You think you can fight me? Yes, that is exactly what happened. There were some leg stumps, and then the probably belly button up of his torso left.
See, now that I'm looking at her portrait right now, she looks terrifying.
She looks a little manic, but that's just the way faces work in this game.
Yeah.
They always get a little manic.
They're either manic, flirty, or just so depressed.
Infantry!
Get a couple of ranks deep so that you're a little bit more likely to stop their charge. I'm going to attempt to just outlance these jagoffs.
He's got the biggest hat. He must be the leader. You're hurting the horse. You want the horse, right?
I do want the horse.
Don't hurt the
not
horse.
Trying to. It's just there's a lot of moving parts to lancing a boy, you know?
I guess so.
Alright, it looks like it's just the first rank guys that they've got, the Bedouins, that have the
Oh no, yeah.
graphical glitch. Oh god,
I think
my
it's
horse.
their clothes.
Yeah.
I think it's the robes that they're wearing.
That seems to be a thing that sometimes happens. Oh, I was gonna say, I do not want to get hit by that spatula of a sword.
Oh no. Oh, these guys are Nope.
Oh.
Gently nudge him until his clothes just explode.
Aim right between my horse's ears.
Oh, this guy's taking several arrows to the spine without going down. Alright, this guy's got a big hat. Alright.
Alright, we're not done fighting though is the thing. There's at least one of their cav are still going. So let's finish them off.
Right.
Hope that the next city has a pole sword in it. Nope. My Aserai tribesmen stabbed the hell out of them.
Good job. That was a little more involved. It was almost 2 minutes of a battle.
Yeah. Well, they're more of a threat than looters are. They've got spears, which means that they can stop you dead in your tracks on horseback, and their cav units have javelins, which are always scary. A couple more tribesmen, more trained infantry. I'll wait to upgrade them past level 3 for a bit, I think.
Okay.
Let's get a Mameluke soldier. I would like to get horse archers and whatnot, but not quite there yet. We'll get the Bedouin rover. Alright.
Well done.
Well, this is a superior spear, I suppose. This one's even better. So, there we go. New spear, who dis?
You'll have to speak up.
I'm not wearing any pants. Alright. I've got a decent amount of loot to sell when I get to the next town, too.
Nice. Are you almost done with the caravan?
We're almost at the next city, and
Okay,
I don't see
Casita.
any foes. Don't you chase after them. You know what?
You stay away.
Show you what's what, looters. No! Desert bandits, leave them alone. Alright.
Did you make it?
They made it. I got paid.
Nice.
Awesome. There's no tournament. No, there is a tournament here. Overpriced raw materials, no thanks. Rival gang moving in. I don't help criminals with crimes. Okay, I'm hanging on to my cheese for dear life. It is apparently worth a lot of money, so I want my men to eat it and be happy. All right, I'm making a lot of money. Let's buy a couple of desert horses and a mule.
Okay.
That'll increase our capacity, and then let's buy up a whole bunch of food.
Okay. Till
I run out of money. Ooh, I do not want to buy oil. I'm not that ritzy yet.
So the previous game to this, which was Mountain Blade Warband, had a bug where all food would become butter.
when you raided
a town, all their food would become cheese grows on trees. Yeah, you're right. This is a different spot.
Milk flows in the rivers.
I mean, probably if you go out by the big agribusinesses.
Yeah. Certainly hormones flow through the rivers.
Yeah.
All right. Cavalry. Let's get some more steward. So that is always important to crank up as fast as you can, because that is the skill that increases how many boys you get to keep in your party at a time.
Are you level up enough for a friend?
It's not so much level up enough, it's do I have the money for it? And kind of yes, but I don't have a space in my party yet.
Okay. Yeah, it's a clan tier, right? Before you can get friends?
You can have at least one friend right off the bat. I have 3 actually.
Oh.
The next clan tier I'll have the ability to get 4. Who's this all itchy? Sorry. Alright. Arena? What's it for? Southern Throwing Axe. Alright, I mean, I'll sell some more of those. Maybe they'll have a pole sword in this town for me to buy.
Oh, maybe.
Alright, this is just going to be a big old clusterfuck, so let's just get it rolling.
Alright.
Oh, that was my own friend. I'm sorry.
No!
I didn't kill him. I did hurt them very badly.
Yeah.
I folded that motherfucker right up. Alright, green is enemy. There we go.
Yeah, I think you were...
So that's why javelins are so goddamn fun from horseback. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do bows, though, because you can more consistently kill more people with a bow. Just because you can carry way more arrows. Excuse me? Excuse me, sir? I'm trying to stab you. Have the common courtesy to be stabbed. You too. You can also get stabbed.
Slanging those javelins. Alright.
Alright, my team is doing fairly well. I'd like to kill some blue.
There's one.
I'd like to turn faster. My ride skill is not amazing yet. I've also long contended that when you're two-handing a polearm or any two-handed weapon, your ride skill should go down pretty severely.
Should have a penalty to
like
it.
Your maneuverability, your ability to guide the horse via like left and right.
I mean, like you could just like turn down the mouse sensitivity, right?
I mean, I suppose so, but I think that it should just be something in the game. It should be the penalty you take for two-handing a weapon on horseback.
Like
you get to deal these ferociously damaging hits. But you can't move as nimbly, you can't guide your horse as well.
Yeah.
Alright. We done it.
Good job.
Another 4v4.
Someone's textures are...
Oh no! That's probably my own Bedouin guy, actually. Right,
yeah, apparently the game just hates the robe that
they wear. Don't bump into me with your horse. Asshole.
Should probably protect your guy on the ground, right? Oh. I mean, again, like, that horse charging into you like that...
Yeah, it should have flattened me and I should have taken like 20 damage.
Should have, like, squished you into the ground.
Don't mind me just picking up javelins. Alright. Now I have javelins to spare.
Oh yeah, a bunch of them. Okay,
I
so
picked
you're
up like
red.
9.
Oh, that was a face. That was a face.
Get over here. There we go. Oh, I shot him through the wrist and it killed him.
There should be a mod for this game that makes just, like, Tarantino blood.
I'm sure there will be or is. I'm impressed by that guy. 107 damage didn't kill this boy. That's also impressive.
Upsetting. You should kill him now so he doesn't advance and take you out in the final round with his apparently 150 hit points. There we go.
It's just a militia archer too. Oh, just to the left of him. Got his horse. Nope. Oh, on the back of the horse's head. I'm sorry. No,
You gotta stop killing horses.
Don't punch him. Ow, don't let him hit you.
I'm gonna tell on you to Greenpeace.
There we go. Get him, friend. All right over his head. There we go. All right, me versus. How is it that the Aserai recruit is my final foe? My most challenging battle yet.
Probably 'cause he was on your team for most of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And so he
And I
advanced
just
with
carried
you.
him through.
Yeah, now he's like, oh no. Oh no.
Please, boss, no. I have a family. Stop blocking, asshole. Let me slay you. I will shatter your shield eventually.
Oh. Ooh, he can hit you pretty hard.
Yeah, it's because we're both using big choppy swords.
There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, I done it. And I
got a bunch of money.
Earned a bunch more money. Please, please have a good pole sword. I need it. The other option is I go over to Kusite Lands and try and find a glaive.
Okay. Well, let's see what they've got.
Nope.
Jagged spear.
Piercing arrows, apparently.
Got some good hats.
Could get some actual armored shoulder pieces.
Nice.
Like that. Southern silk clothing. That's not armor. I want armor. I'll get the guarded padded vambrace. I'm starting to look like an actual soldier.
Okay.
I feel like, you know? Could buy a couple more horses. And then let's sell these southern throwing axes. So I'll pay 1,000. I've got 2,800. It'll leave me with 1,800 left. I've now got a handful of horses, so my forces should move a little faster, and I can now upgrade some of my men into cav.
Cool. How is your food situation?
Food situation's pretty A-okay. I guess, do we wanna, let's continue our tour of Aserai territory. Let's actually bounce over to Iacus and see if they've got a tournament.
Okay. So how many tournaments do you have to win before they stop betting against you?
Not too many. I've already lowered the amount that I win from tournaments.
Okay.
A decent amount. Fencing stolen goods. No. No crimes.
Okay, so no crimes is something that this character is about. And probably no crimes, including tax evasion.
Yes, she pays her taxes. He thinks Hawk is a stupid idiot.
It's like, well, one day I'll be king and there won't be any taxes. Like, but how are you going to be king?
How are you going to be king?
How are you going to have a kingdom?
Do you not understand that you need to use those taxes to pay for, like, warriors and fortifications and buildings and things, right?
He does not.
Like, no one will work for you for free. I guess that's that. Tournament? No tournament.
Okay. Did you check the store for a poll?
I didn't. No, he literally doesn't understand that. No poll.
Okay.
It's okay. I've still got an okay spear for now, and I can certainly use it. Let's head over to Askar. And then we can go to Sanala, and then we can go to Kuyaz, and then we can travel back across to the east and go up to Kuzite lands.
Okay. Oh my gosh, excuse me. 729.
Okay, yeah. I figure we can maybe get 2 Kuzite lands by the end of the stream.
Okay. Would you like some water?
I would love some
I am
water.
about to get up and get some.
Thank you. Quest. Train troops, never! This is the most annoying quest. That's a not terrible price for horses. You know what? I will buy a couple. Bust myself down to about $1,000. What can I upgrade? Steward. Spartan. Party consumes less food, or frugal. Frugal. I can use the money I save from frugal to buy more food. Party wages are like the worst thing, the worst expense you ever have. Askar has a tournament. Crimes? No crimes. Pointed skull cap over mail, new helmet. Maybe. Starting to look a little bit more legit. Don't you shoot my horse. Damn it, I missed.
Alright, watch out. Okay.
Aw, I hit his shield. Probably shouldn't have thrown into that melee. Oh, what a shot. That felt good. Leading him just enough like that.
Alright. Dalibol Coalbiter. That's a terrible name.
It's a very strange name. Put me on horseback? Yeah. Get him.
Whew, excuse me. I like how it gives you your relative missile speed in hundreds of meters per second. Like, that's something that you would be able to tell.
To understand. Ah, wasted my last jab. It's okay. I'm more than happy to stab you to death, sir.
Okay, Master Archer, can you beat this guy?
I can beat the Master Archer. First I gotta beat this Mameluke Axeman,
okay.
who I also can beat. Just gotta play it good, not get hit much.
Alright. You're doing pretty good on health.
Yeah.
Already an improvement over Hog Wolfblade. You don't enter tournaments at 14% health.
There we go with the swing around the head strike. Oh, that hurt. Oh, please don't. There we go.
Yeah.
That was a little bit bad at the end there. All right.
Okay.
Perhaps a new helmet.
Perhaps.
So, Peter, a thing you should do if you have not done so yet, and I think that you would enjoy, is you should check out a website called HeroForge.com, because you could make yourself a Crix if you wanted. It's essentially like a mini 3D printing service, but you don't have to buy the 3D printing thing to model your character.
Yeah, you can just like make him and play with the colors and take some screenshots.
Maddie and I have made like dozens of characters.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a ton of fun. It's a thing, and you can like paint them now too. Like you can like you can color them in the software. And it's a thing that has brought us a lot of joy. We've made tons of characters at this point, and it was a thing that I've meant to tell you about a few times, but I don't know if I ever have. All right.
Unfortunately, it is not Star Wars optimized.
No, but you can make it work.
Crix is a human, though, right?
Crix is a human.
Yeah.
He's a near-human species because he's got, like, white-gray skin.
Oh, I thought he just had
cocaine white hair, right? I thought that was his deal.
But I was going to say that, like, Spidey's character is a Zabrak, and I don't think you could quite get Zabrak horns going.
Oh, sure you could. There's all sorts of horns now. I've seen plenty of people who've made, like, good Zabraks. I've seen plenty of good Darth Mauls.
Okay. Good.
You need prisoners, you need draft animals. I ain't got either of those right now for you guys. I am sorry. I guess I'm gonna go to the last... Oh, no, first Sanala.
You know what I would like?
What?
Another Knights of the Old Republic game.
Yes! Crix is black. Okay. I must just be thinking that because of the way that Spidey just draws him as an outline.
Okay.
Most of the time.
But he does have white hair.
He does have, like, white hair.
Okay. Is he just prematurely gray, or it's space, he can have whatever hair color he wants?
I'll hang on to this helmet because it might be useful for a friend. Brass scale shoulders. No, those are not better than mine. Pole sword? No. Pretty dope spear, I will say. But...
Crix is almost 40, but his hair is cocaine white because I think that would look cool. I mean, he probably, like, the mental image that you are conjuring up does look extremely cool.
That is accurate. Yeah, red eye, blue eye. I remember that too.
Okay.
What do you want? Art of the trade. You know what? I'll buy whatever you're selling to make you like me a little bit more. Ton of fish? Hell yeah. Buy a bunch of fish off of you.
Yay, fish.
More Bedouin rovers.
Yeah. I think you can do heterochromia in the Hero Forge.
You certainly can.
Can you?
Yeah.
You can do the eyes different colors?
You can do the eyes different colors if you want. You can even do like different types of eyes in each eye.
Oh. That would look...
Like you can have like a robot eye and a human eye.
Okay, yeah.
Or a lizard eye and a human eye. Man, no quest, no nothing in this town. Do you have a pole sword? Please. One pole sword, no. Alright. To the east we go then.
Alright, in
search of swingy polearm to sate my bloodlust. Olives are cheap here. I'll buy some. All right. Off to the east.
Okay. So can you, like, cross that water there?
I can cross to here.
Here, okay.
But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna head back east this way. 'Cause I'd rather be fighting desert bandits and potentially, like, recruiting troops here rather than in the Imperial territory. The Harami has joined me. I have my first cavalryman, and he has a most excellent mustache.
He does. It's the return of the mustache friends.
Yes. You have a quest for me. What is your quest? In and out. No. He wants me to go win back his money that he lost gambling so that he doesn't have to pay. What do you want to trade? Art of the trade style.
He deals in dates.
Dates.
Good desert food.
Buy a bunch of dates from you, sure. I am low on money, but I'm pretty high on food and decent on food variety, so...
Cool.
Should make my men good and happy.
Alright.
Give me good steward skill.
Alright.
Kasira.
Your happiness is already 57, which is nice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm just gonna put Hero Forge in the chat.
Yeah.
Is it just heroforge.com?
I'm pretty sure it is. Up my vigor by 1. Keep cranking up the steward because it'll always be... It's something that if you crank it all the way up early, you will always have leveling up.
Okay.
And in so doing, we'll give you more level ups for other stuff.
Sweet.
Quest. Overpriced raw materials, yeah. Alright, I think I've kind of tapped.
Put on there making correct since you mentioned it. Oh, good.
Excellent.
I would not have been able to figure it out just from words without, like, subtitles, so I was like, oh, I should probably put it in the chat. When you make him, please send pictures.
Yeah, send it to us in a Facebook chat or something. We would love...
Or you can send it to
Needs tools.
to your
How does
game
this
chat,
work?
and I will take a look at it. This guy is very sad.
Sickness passed through this.
Yeah, see, he says, praise the heavens.
Work done. Now we need to hire some laborers from nearby settlements to make up the shortfall, but we don't have the tools for them. You're a bit rushed. Do you think you can find your tools for us? Tell me the details. We need 2 units of tools in 15 days. Promise to be short on dinars so you can make up the payment in kind with 33 units of flax. What do you say? Where would I find tools? I have no idea where I would find tools. I will attempt to find tools.
That one town that only had, like, rake and hoe and, hammer.
Yeah, like, I don't know what counts as tools is the thing. Tools. 2 units of tools. Ugh, 300. That's kinda...
Most of your money?
Most of my money. I mean, maybe I sell this helmet. I think I sell the helmet.
Okay.
No, don't have a helmet for a friend anymore, but oh well. There's no tournament here. Do you have a quest? Can't sell products. Well, I can't help you with that.
Alright.
I got you, man. I gained a bunch of charm. He gave me a
Sweet.
bunch of flax. I'm gonna go to a place that isn't the town right next over and try to sell the flax at a pretty big markup. That's the plan.
Alright. It says Sorgard of Nevyansk was lost. Does that mean he's dead? Does that mean...
I think so.
He clipped through the world and will never be seen again?
I think it means he's dead.
Wait, no, but you turned death off, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you're right. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. Razi has a tournament. Hell yes, thank you. I need to make money. Arena. Join. Bamboo fighting axe I can sell.
Best at tournaments.
Best at tournaments. I do not have much money to make bets with.
Okay, so you're
I'm starting to
yellow.
look like a fairly well-equipped warrior. I'm not actually very well-equipped, but I look fairly well-equipped. By, like, Hollywood movie standards, you know? There we go. All right.
Okay, easy peasy.
That's all my money.
Uh-oh.
I have to win.
Uh-oh, you didn't save scum this one.
I didn't. So I'm just gonna have to win. Overhead chopping my way to victory seems
Look
like a
the
good
part,
play.
be the part.
Ow.
You just gotta dress for the job you want. And the job you want is...
Warlord.
Is that where you're going with this?
I don't know. I haven't decided. I feel like she probably thinks she could do a better job than most other people running the world, you know?
I mean, probably.
I mean, look at her win every tournament she's ever attempted.
Okay, here we go.
Clearly she's the best warrior, and she's very charming and a good leader.
Yeah.
And I just turned my guy getting killed and me being left 2-1 into a victory in like 3 swings of my mighty sword. Alright, this guy is going to be a bit sturdy.
Yeah, he looks like he's... Oh, he missed.
Oh!
Oh, he didn't miss.
I'm fine. Everything is fine.
There you go.
I'm fine.
I mean, you just gotta apply sword to face.
Yes. All right. Sell this bamboo axe.
Okay.
I can actually sell the flax for more than I spent on the tools, too.
All right.
Hell yeah. Actually, I just came away with a lot of money.
Sweet.
Alright, let's, head to Hulsenfulk. Maybe you've got a worthwhile quest? Family Feud. Nope. Nope. Didn't mean to wait. And then I guess let's head into to Kuzite territory.
Okay. We'll have a nice change of background music.
Get run down by horse archers.
Killing you instantly.
Mm-hmm. Just cloud of arrows in my back.
So, others in key. Oh, yeah, you should ask him about the thing. I feel like he's had a glow up since the last time I saw him.
Certainly
He's
has.
got like this sparkly collar he's got.
Very fancy.
Mm-hmm.
The very tightly knit chainmail under his It's a Battle of Pendrak.
It was
dumb.
it was butts.
I let some of our people go fight in it. They did. They came back and acted like idiots, and one of their people got killed, and now they're causing problems. Drum, I think, also might have some info.
Okay.
I really like that helmet. That's probably my favorite Aserai helmet right there. With the, like, silken...
Mm-hmm.
And then the mail. Oh, so good.
So choice.
So choice.
Alright. We did awesome.
Yeah, we were great. We ran off and killed and did wonderful. We returned with a bunch of glory, but then one of our people got and were mad about it. One of our people got caught sleeping with somebody he shouldn't have been sleeping with. And was murdered by another clan over it.
Well...
And now we want to feud with that clan, and it is threatening to tear the Aserai apart. That's the actual story. I just don't care very much.
That guy had escort merchant caravan.
Yeah, the thing is, he's probably going to send me not to the
Things happen. Yeah, things happen, and people don't need to have their heads cut off for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Alright. Off to Kuzite Lands, where we're going to have awesome throat singing as our music. Like The Who. Alright, starting right off with some horse archers. Fill up my party. Off to Odok. On the quest for a swingy polearm.
Alright.
Waka.
No, we'll see it when you get one.
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay, here we are.
No tournament here. I can trade. Snake Eyes Kachin.
The other one, the one that was next to her, looked very green. Glaive!
It's happening.
Okay, now go beat up some bandits.
I was just checking if they had a long glaive. No, I am happy with the glaive. They've got some dope armors available. That looks pretty cool. But I can't afford it yet. I'm going to buy this for my horse. So I get just a little bit more horse armor.
I like your white horse.
Alright.
Okay. Well, we got about 10 minutes. You gotta go find someone to...
Captured by bounty hunters. I can't help you with that because you're a criminal.
You gotta find someone to beat up.
I need to find someone to gallantly save.
Yeah.
The art of the trade. I don't particularly want to spend money right
Okay.
now. To actually make sure I order my men in the right spots. Kuzite Nomad wants to be up at the top. Harami, then Horse Archers. Yes, excellent. Nomad Bandit. Alright, Akalot. Fencing stolen goods. No! Thank you. Hawk Wolfblade would have done that.
Hawk Wolfblade fence stolen goods, you think?
Yeah, it's to avoid taxes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That is 100% what he would do.
Alright, no tournament here. I need some good fighting opportunities. I guess let's go try and find some steppe bandits or maybe a steppe bandit hideout. But steppe bandit hideout isn't the same as riding on my horse and murdering people with my clothes.
No, we gotta do some horse.
Yeah. Deliver herd to my Isaiah. It's not really the direction I'm going.
Are there just some bandits kicking around?
I'm looking for them. Needs grain seeds. How much grain do I have? Probably not enough to help you out right now.
You have 7.
Yeah. If you wanted fish seeds, I could hook him up.
If you wanted to plant some fish.
Hey, there's a tournament here. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna give me a chance to do my thing, but I'll still do it because I need money.
Okay.
We've started a fun new story with our excellent lady Zahara.
Okay. I still think you should show off the polearm before we end
quit
for the day.
I agree. A_metal_shoulder_ is the tournament reward this time around.
Hi, baby.
I am not very good as a horse archer yet. But I am learning. Hello, good boy. It will be food time very soon. Don't you worry. Oh. Don't you swing your sword at me while I'm trying to shoot you with a bow. You know what? I swing my sword at you, sir. Actually, I swing my sword at you.
It's Odin.
How did that miss? Good boy.
You can't see him anymore. He's hiding behind you. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Just gonna, I was gonna say, take the easy kills by not trying to ride and shoot at the same time. There we go. Ow.
And Solaire is here too. Are you gonna be a good baby? No, you're gonna choose violence.
I'm not good at shooters. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this about me, but I miss a lot.
I don't think you've ever played a shooter on stream.
I haven't, I suppose.
I mean,
Mass Effect is about as much shooter energy as I ever really get, honestly.
Yeah.
And I like the shooting in it. It is fun to go pew 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 and watch things not exist anymore on the other end of the screen.
Solaire's choosing violence. Yes, he is. Every time.
There we go.
Alright.
I like these stubby kind of step sabers. Alright, now it's 2v2. Look at me now. Don't block me, sir. Get him, Spearman. What?
You missed.
I missed, but he was just sitting there. I shouldn't have missed. He didn't attempt to defend himself in any way.
Okay.
Alright, me versus Kuzite, militia, veteran, archer.
Alright.
On foot spear fight. We can do this. Excellent work, friend. Alright, I earned a metal Lamlar armor shoulder A.
Perfect. This is a fine video
This is
game.
a fine video game. Solaire is choosing violence.
Every time.
Every day.
Yeah, he went off to go do violence somewhere else.
Alright.
Okay, go find someone to fight.
This friend...
You could get a friend.
This friend is roguery, trade, and steward. This is a person I will want to send on a caravan. I don't have a caravan yet, but I could hire them still.
Yeah.
You're just going to be roguery, yeah.
Okay. What if, as a challenge, you only get lady friends, except for your brothers?
Okay, I could do that.
Only get female companions.
Alright, well, let's hire her.
I mean, you don't have to, though. It's just a suggestion.
I mean, she's very pretty.
She's also has, like, nervous side-eye going pretty bad.
I can't afford you. Never mind.
Okay.
She is much too good for us.
Oh. Alright. Go find some bandits.
Fucking bandits. Where are you? Where are all of... There we go. 24-step bandits.
Alright, do it. Do it. It's time.
They're faster than me, but they shouldn't want to run away from me. Oh, come on. You're stronger than I am. Come fight me. Ooh, can I corner them in the mountains?
Maybe. Where'd they go? There they are.
God damn it.
Okay. There's some
There's
looters.
8 looters. They're already caught by that guy.
Yeah.
Stop running away from me, you cowards.
Get him! Did he post a picture of Krex?
He might have.
I'm gonna look.
I'll just keep chasing these guys until I find someone else to chase.
He looks amazing!
Oh, that's so dope!
Let's see if I can share him with the
Almost.
viewers at home.
I almost
Not really,
caught him.
But
I'm
he
not
does
gonna
look
catch him.
extremely cool. The duster and no shirt.
Well, actually, we said
a
we
great
wouldn't.
choice.
We said we wouldn't make it necessarily to the Sturgeon Lands, but maybe we can find some sea raiders to fight because I should catch them
Okay.
just fine.
All right, let's do it. We just want one good
We can do
little fight.
We can do looters.
Okay. Just leave your guys behind.
Yeah,
and
I'm
just,
gonna solo all 9 of these guys with
Alright,
my
do
glaive
it,
to
do
show
it.
you the brutal power that I denied to Hawk
Wolfblade.
Wolfblade. Wouldn't let you give him a shirt and a duster. That's no fun.
Huh.
There's
weird.
there's like a cowboy duster that has a shirt on under it. You might be able to play around with that.
Yeah.
But
The
there's so
layering
much.
is complicated.
Womp. Oh, come on, don't deny me this. Somebody hit me with a stone in it. There we go. Oh, it's so
Alright,
good.
alright.
It feels so good to be back.
Bonk.
Death.
That guy's like, nope.
Death. All 4 of these guys now. Your doom is upon you, friends. You cannot escape. This is why swingy pole arms are overpowered from horseback. God. I one-hit every single one of those guys. I wasn't even moving very fast. Alright. Well, I think that's where we will end off for the night. Thank you so much for coming, Brooke and Peter and Logan. We really appreciate the views and for you guys to spend time with
Hang out
us.
with us in the time of polar vortex and coronavirus. So yeah, we will hopefully... I'm going to probably have to run some tests to see if our upload speed
We
can
get
be
that
fixed.
improved somehow.
But plan is Darkest Dungeon on Monday, and then
Yes.
Calico, which is the Cat Cafe game, next Saturday.
And yeah.
I'm sorry that Hawk Wolfblade has died.
Yeah, he's dead and in hell forever.
He rode off into the sunset.
Charge damage maneuver.
He might come back someday. I
think
really
I
don't want to
care
have to
more
make
about
another
maneuver.
approximation of Lorenzo
No,
Lamas. I
it's
feel like
okay.
that was like
maybe
a
a different
one-time
video
thing.
game. Maybe a
Okay.
different video game.
Okay.
You know, we could do him in Soul Calibur. We could play a little Soul Calibur at some point.
Oh yeah, we could do Soul Calibur.
All right, let's create a new slave.
New save.
Blah, blah. 2 hours straight of talking will do that to you.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Farewell.
Farewell, my friends.
Good night. We love you.